Hello, it's Anna from Anna.Marketing, and today we are going to talk about prices. And thank you very much for your suggestions. It was one of those that came through, and I thought I'll talk about it today. So prices. Oh, before we go any further, please, if you could let me know if you are watching it on replay or if you are watching it live. It will really help me to do my stats and analysis. Thank you. Prices. It's really hard to establish a good price, especially if you've got services. But I can give you four tips. Four tips to help you to establish them. So every time when you sell your service, you feel good because you feel appreciated, but also it's a good price that your customers will value. So what are those four things? So the first time is time. So the first one, if you look at the time that you spend on creating, or that you are spending on what you want to create. So that's the first time, the first thing to take under consideration. So is it an hour that you're spending on it, or is it 5 hours that you're spending on it to give what you want to give within your service? So that's the first one. And again, an hourly rate can vary. So if you want to just do a ballpark, use the lowest wage as a starting point, and then up to it. As many percentages as you feel comfortable with. Then costs. Do you have any costs associated with it? So if you are renting an office, for example, it will be a proportion of the time that you spend on it that it will allow you to create this service for your customers. So again, take a chunk of your rent. Or if you hire people, again, there will be their wages that you need to think about, that you want to add to a ballpark, and any other cost that you can you feel that you want to add. So, for example, if you're an artist and you're using brushes or paint, that will be, or a frame, that will be added to your costs, right? Because that's direct cost, but there are so many kind of indirect costs that we sometimes forget about. So note down all the costs that you think will be valuable for you or applicable to you. Then in terms of profit, so there are some industry standards that will allow you to assess and add the percentage on top of your prices. So in some industries, 10-20% is okay. In other industries, 50% is a standard. But again, in some industries is 500-600%. So again, know your industry, and that kind of brings me to the fourth tip and the fourth rule to set up your prices for the services, which is competitors' prices. So if you want to talk to competitors, and again, I was afraid before to talk to the competitors, but again, even if somebody is doing the same thing as me, although there are not that many kind of holistic marketeers around, but still, if anyone mentions word marketing, I like to talk to them, because we are in the same space, but it's down to the customer to decide whether they prefer to work with me or this other person, this other company, which is absolutely fine. We need to feel tuned to be able to work together well. So talk to your competitors, get the feel of what is important. If you are just starting, this is really important to talk to as many people who are in your field as possible, because again, you can ask them, what is the biggest challenge, or what has been a biggest challenge for you? What would you say to yourself at a time when you started, knowing what you know at the moment? So again, ask them about prices. It's nothing wrong to ask about prices. And again, if you feel that you don't have enough, you just need some encouragement, or if you want to start kind of slightly lower than the competitor of yours, that's absolutely fine. You can kind of set the prices high, and then add the introductory price, which is absolutely, again, fine, one of the methods that you can use to lower your price because you are starting, because people will probably expect, if you are a solopreneur or if you are just starting, they would because you are not that experienced in that field, arguably they would kind of expect you to have lower prices, but it's down to you how you feel about them. There is, you cannot say if it's good or bad price. You can just assess it how you feel about it. Do you feel comfortable with it? And if you feel comfortable, go another 10% up, because there is always a chance that if somebody is kind of hesitating and asking you or negotiating the price with you, you'll have this movement. So yeah, do those 4 things. So think about time, costs, profit that you want to make, and is within the industry, and also competition. But also add this other. So that's the golden tip of adding a tiny bit more. So you may feel not quite comfortable, but just go for it. It's so much easier to put the prices higher and then lower them down ever so slightly for whatever reason, or as if somebody is negotiating, or as a some kind of promo, if you decide to go the promo route. It's not for everyone, but yeah, just think about those 4 things, and hopefully that will give you some idea of how to set your prices. And price is one of the 4 fundamentals, or 4 P's, so marketing mix. So if you need help with your marketing mix, I'll be more than happy to talk to you. I'll put in the comments, I'll put the link to my marketing untangling session, which is free. So that's 30 minutes that I can give you and talk to you about your pain points, marketing pain points, what we are currently kind of struggling with. If there is anything that you need help with, again, I'll be more than happy to chat to you, and then we can see if we are in tune and if we want to work together any further. So yeah, have a lovely weekend. It's beautiful in Plymouth, and we've got St. GP starting. So we've got teams already. So the whole city is really buzzing from it. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely weekend, and until the next one. Thank you.